Hi, and very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. The final day of, well, we could say, next time we're on air, we could be doing a programme on New Year's Eve. We're coming to the end of 2020, and here's me. It's been a while actually since I've had a few guests in the studio. I'm a little lonesome, and as Tony Mallon would say, are you lonesome tonight? You know, with Elvis Presley. That's typical of Tony. Right character. Great referee. We've had some great memories in 2020, I must admit, and maybe that's what we'll talk about on New Year's Eve. People have met over the last 12 months and what we're aiming to do, where I'm aiming to go. Maybe I'll just talk about that one. And was there many good memories in 2020? Yeah, you still get them, but I'm not too... I for one hate the turn of the year, no matter what year it is. I don't know, it just hasn't seemed to me. Years and years ago it used to be absolutely fantastic, but as the years go on it changes. It's never the same. People are talking to you, even over this Christmas, people are talking and saying it's been and gone, I can't believe it, but all this flare up, if you like, about and the mayhem that comes with it and the stress that everyone goes through, and you can see people winding down and all asking the same question, what was all the fuss about? And that's what we do, isn't it? You know, that's life, I suppose, in general. And we aim to go on to a bigger year, 2021. I don't know whether I like that. Normally, on an even year, my year goes a lot better than an odd year. Now I'm coming up to an odd year from an even year, and we've all been through the same boat, but we're still here. At the end of the day, we're still breathing, ticking away, doing things that we want to do, aims, mine are high, and I'm aiming high for 2021. Dear me, the years fly, don't they? We'll all be a year older, so that's why you've got to take it, grip it. Life is too short. You've got to make it, you know, something of your life. You've got to have aims. Okay, enjoy your life as much as you possibly can, especially if you're a young one. Go out there and get a grip, but be positive. Don't do silly things, do positive things and think positive. And if there's anyone out there that you think can help you, then why don't you tap them on the shoulder and say, is it any possible chance you could help me with this one? Yay or nay is the answer. You know, don't turn a blind eye to it. Don't think you can go out there and do things on your own. If someone can help you, then take that opportunity, take that chance and make it happen. We all have regrets in life. Try not to have any regrets. Try and use to fulfill your life. Whoever can help you, try and use that as a positive. And as you say, we've all got our regrets and we look back on things and things that we may have done, but would you have met the people that you've met and you've enjoyed their company? Sometimes the things that you've done, is there many positives in your life or is there a lot of negatives? Well, everyone's got negatives for 2020, so let's try and improve that. Work as a team wherever you can. Go out, enjoy yourselves, don't overdo things, don't stress yourself out, and don't take on too much. Like me, I take on a million things and I'm like an octopus, and I'm in today. Should be at home, I suppose, put my feet up. I did last night, I must admit, because I've got the biggest achievement of my life coming up, or aiming to make the biggest achievement in my life. I'm really training hard. I think everyone knows that I'm training hard and I'm trying to do this marathon, but it seems to be getting tougher and tougher and tougher the more I'm putting into it, because you've got to do it all in one day in a certain amount of hours, and you find it very hard. And last night, I must admit, I done an 8.2 mile. I think it was 1 hour 43. The reason being that wind was horrendous. It was blowing into me, it was blowing me back more than it was. I was getting forwards, it was never behind me. It was either on the side of me, it was either in my face. It was hard, because sometimes you think, I need oxygen, I need to breathe. And your head was right down, you're pushing, especially up those hills. Now lads, you've got a tough run ahead of you, and I know it myself. Now coming up Rice Lane, we're coming towards, not far away I'd say, 4 mile around about before we finish, but Rice Lane is going to really hurt us. I must admit, it really seems to be a massive hill. And I took on a lot of hills last night, and it was grueling to say the least. I went around Stanley Park, went around Walton Hall Park, but I went uphill. I didn't go down where it's coming downhill. I made sure. But my knees this morning were absolutely terrible. But you've got to ease off. You know, it was a strong run. It was a pushy run. But as I say, I've got to do this because I can't let certain people down. My promise is my promise, and if I can do it, I will do it. I will attempt everything I can to make it happen, I assure you. So rest assured, it's coming very, very quickly indeed. And anyone who doesn't know who's tuning in, I'm running a marathon with a few of the lads, Team DXTL, from Warrington Town Hall to Liverpool Town Hall. We wanted to build up, and we don't want COVID-19 to step in our way. We want people to line the streets if they can, especially the grassroots side of people. They're fantastic. They're helping. They're all donating, and you as well, people who are donating Hearts of Gold, who are trying to help us to raise that £25,000 to help Emily have a life-saving, a life. You know where I'm coming from. It's a life-changing operation that she needs. Sorry, Emily, I was getting all mixed up there because I get carried away and I'm passionate about what I'm trying to do, and you know, this has made me passionate, especially after meeting Donna, the mum, and listening to her story, what she's been through, and you know, just get a grip here, and meeting another family member right along the way, and probably getting a bond. I don't know, that's life, and it makes you want to do things, it makes you want to help people, and I'll insist there's 1,001 cases we can do. But you know what? You choose something, don't you, in life, and that's your path. Your path is mapped out, especially like me run. It's not mapped out for me, but I choose different paths, and I push myself, and I'm saying I'm doing that tonight. Boy, does it hurt. But you've got to do it. As I say, that was horrendous last night. The wind, and it just started raining coming towards the end, so it wasn't too bad there. I've got all the gear. My feet, it was my feet that were, you know, when you feel like you're going to get blisters, that was the worry. It was my feet, nothing else. My knees this morning, but nothing else. Weird, I feel okay now, but you know, I've still got another 18 mile on top of that, TMA, and a few more hours indeed to finish that run. My breathing was okay, even though I was struggling against the wind, as I say. Whatever that storm was last night, it was just rain, and that is getting in the ground for grassroots football, because I think next week, on the 2nd of January, the North Liverpool JFL League are back. Wow. Connor, Bob, have you made that right decision? Come on, have you? Dear me. Especially if you like your beer. Now, last night I relaxed a little bit here, and I had a lovely present of someone who bought me a lovely crate of Beck's Blue. That's what I do drink. It's non-alcoholic. I don't drink alcohol. Many years I've been off that, so anyone who thinks I'm just going to go out and booze, it just reminds you of a little bit of drink, that's all. But do you know what? It's absolutely good. And some reason, last night I was so thirsty after the run. I was down, and I really was, and it just relaxed me. And it's the first time probably over the Christmas period that I've been relaxed. Well, I had to anyway, because I couldn't move after that run. But I'm going to try every 2 days now, so I'll be back out again tomorrow. Whether I'll do the same run, whether I can do further, I'm going to try and get to a 10-mile run if I possibly can. Now that was hard, but I've got to map out as you're running. You've got to try and guess where the 2 mile is. The extra mile, I wasn't too sure what that was last night, but when I've done my app, I still don't believe in those apps. I feel like I'm doing more, because I did do half a marathon, and I think it was like half a marathon that I done last night, yeah, many years ago. But I'm sorry about going on about the run, but I'm trying to get you encouraging, and I'm trying to inspire you to do something different. You know, I'm eating okay, and when you're training, when you're running, you can eat a lot of food, because the next day you're out running and you're burning it all off. And believe me, I was burning it off. I wasn't soaked last night because it didn't rain, but my clothes were absolutely drowned. You'd have thought I'd just got out of a swimming pool. That's the way it is, it burns you off. And I'm trying to hold myself to 11 stone Don't want to lose any more weight. I've lost 2. I want to try and keep it at that if I possibly can. But if you lose it, you lose it. And I'll be floating across this marathon. But we need your support if you can help us out as well, please. I'm only putting this support in because we know, okay, Premier League is on the TV, many fans are on the loud. There's only Liverpool and Everton thing because we're in Tier 2. We want to try and keep it into Tier 2 and lower if we can, please, because this year has been a lot of tiers for everyone, and especially the 3 tiers, the 4 tiers now. Could we go to Tier 5? I don't know. Let's just hope it all changes in 2021. I'm hopeful, but I think we've got a lot of negatives coming still before we can all enjoy ourselves, and I do wish that the kids can go back and hope they can go back to school and do what they're doing best. They're all worried about their mock exams and their education, and I can understand where they're coming from because they want to get something out of it. But as I said, I want you to listen to Wayne when he comes in. He's going to be doing a show. I'm going to chat to him tomorrow, and he's going to do it, not a controversial show. He's going to take over interviews where I wouldn't do. But Wayne's going to be a great part of the podcasting with us, so please look out for that one. We've got loads of work to do, and if you can help us out, I'd love you to help us out. Get in touch with myself, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, please, if you can. And I'm just getting over a bit of not a sore throat. I was doing a few ho-ho-hos over the Christmas. I think anyone who watched the show the other evening, I got some great feedback, by the way, I must admit, and some of the kids loved it, and I was made up with that one, so thank you very, very much indeed. And as I say, if you're going to make a fool of yourself and let the kids happy, give the smiles on the faces, well, so be it. And I'm going to make a fool of myself in 2021, no doubt, a lot of times. I've got some great plans, and I've also got some other fools who are going to help me out as well, as long as the kids are smiling and happy, and you, the football family, are happy as well. But we need your input, we need your support, and especially with the run. And as you can see the paper there, the Walton Torch, many of you won't be able to get this, but me writing in there now about grassroots football, I'm going to do a monthly column. It's going to be really, really nice, and as I say, get in touch with myself, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. You don't have to be in the area in Walton to get a story in there. You know, I'll be looking through everything, I'll be sifting through everything. I want to make it interesting, I want to give the right stories. I'll be talking to the Liverpool County FA, other county FAs and the FA and the PGMOL, and putting in their story, their quotes, their comments for you to read. So why not get a hold of it? And if you don't get a copy, then I'll certainly get you a copy, not a problem. Especially if you're in it, I'm sure you'll all be interested. And we want to do a referee's profile, we want to do a ref spec profile. That'd be really mostly to the forefront, because we want everyone to behave on and off the field of play. If you can, please look after our referees and let them develop their skills, because many of them want to go forward. If they don't want to go forward, they still want to go out there, earn a few bob, why not? You can all do that if you want to. Don't run them down for earning any money. You have the choice to go onto a course in March with the FA, providing they're all on after COVID. All these courses, it's about the right time. If everyone's wondering whether you can get on a course, well, it's around about March, and I'll give you some feedback as soon as I get it. I'll be out and about, mainly with Don't Cross the Line and the Respect programme. Try and visit as many as I can in the junior leagues, keep on top of things. I haven't seen many of you for a while, but believe me, I'm busy, and you're in my thoughts all the time, all you leagues as well, the committee members. I know the hard work that you're putting into getting your leagues on as well, and you've been through turmoil right the way through 2020 as well, trying to get some games on for the kids and the managers as well. So the managers and coaches, you've got to respect all the committee members as well. There's some superstars out there, and we all work together. We're a massive team, so let's make sure that we all come together and help each other out, and don't take the limelight off anyone else if someone comes up with it. We're together, pat them on the shoulder, give them the credit they deserve for the ideas that they come up with. Don't try and take them away and say, yay, I'm using them. It's, you know, this is what's happened to me all my life. I know what's happened, and I think the majority of people know what happens, but I just plod on. And if I come up with something and someone else is using it, which 9 times out of 10 they will do, to make it better for themselves, hey ho, go away with it, you know, run with it and try and make it your own. But at the end of the day, everyone knows the work that I've been doing since 2003, bringing people together, bringing referees together, bringing the parents together, coaches together, the kids together, committees together, and everyone in the football family together. It's as simple as that. We're going into our 18th year, 2021. Let's hope it's as successful again. And I think we do good things. We work closely with the PGM as well. Mike Riley and all the Premier League referees out there, the FA, the PFA, football's governing bodies right across the board, league management committee as well. Everyone supports us in the work that we do. And honestly, we're going to really go for it this year. We're going to, mine is going to be non-stop, and I also have support work to do as well. And the person that I support, and a few others as well, excuse me, will be coming along and helping us out, no doubt. So we're looking forward to a big year, successful year, and if I can make you successful in the work that I do, then please tap me on the shoulder and say, Mal, can you help me out? If I can do, I will do. And if I made a promise to you, well, your quid's in, you're happy right the way through. So I've got a lot of work to do for you as well in 2021. But please don't be strangers. Keep with me, don't have me chasing you, and I'd love you to work closely with me right the way through 2021 and help us out with everything that we do as well. How long have I got? I've got 3 minutes, so we can have a sip of me Lady Grey. Oh, love that. I was introduced to that by Olivia Henderson, and you know what, since she's introduced me to it, I'm hooked on it. I really am, and I think Tony Mallon knows that as well, saying they're really, really good for you. I don't know whether he's getting mixed up with green tea, but I don't know, because I don't have milk in tea. This is where it is, this is where I'm losing the weight. I get up in the morning, I have a bowl of porridge, and maybe I'll have a light snack in the afternoon. Sometimes I go without it, which you shouldn't do, especially if I'm going to run. And then I'll go into, the day before, I'm starting to be bigger and bigger now because I was losing too much weight, and I knew that can't be good. And I've got this physio, Paul Tramarco, who's absolutely outstanding for me, and we're like family now, the way we are. We just get on like a house on fire. We're in touch with each other all the time. We see each other at football, we're talking. It's amazing the way you can bond with people, and that's the way I've done, that's the way I want to do. We don't cross the line throughout. I don't want any enemies when it comes to football. I just want to bring people together and try and, if they're doing wrong, if they're doing something that's not them, I'll put them in the place, not in the place in a sense. We won't argue, we'll talk about things and I'll listen to them, put my point of view across, they'll put their point of view across, and we'll work it out together. But the majority of young referees, that is a no-no. You can't verbally abuse a referee. As one manager said to me, you know, if they're only on a learning curve, they'll get used to it because that's the part and parcel of being a referee. Well, it shouldn't be, because if you're saying that with a young referee who's under 18 years of age and you're thinking, whoa, this is the way to do it because that's the way they're going to get it right the way through, then you managers, new coaches, and you mums and dads, aunties, uncles, are totally wrong. Totally wrong. These are kids. So that means that you can shout and scream at the kids on the football pitch as well. What's the difference? Think about that one, and then when you go out and watch a game of grassroots football, forget the referee is there. Let the referee do their job. Let the referee go out and perform and develop. They'll all make mistakes, like we all do ourselves, because the kids will make mistakes on a football field. You as a manager, as a coach, you will make a mistake. You will make the wrong decision, bring someone off and start shouting and screaming someone. That's a mistake. We've got to bring you together, and you've got to realise that you are there to make sure that those kids develop their skills, not by shouting at them, not by screaming at them, but encouraging them, coaching them the right way. I've got a nephew there, professional manager in football. He'll be coming home soon. I was talking to him over Christmas. He's in America now. And you know what? Absolutely dream of a coach. I stand there and watch. I learn everything I could do off them. And I've got no coaching badges, but I assure you, I can coach those kids and get them smiling through what I've learned off a professional. Been there, done it, wore the t-shirt, and also with refereeing. I've been there over the years. I've watched from behind the scenes. I've watched referees, and you can see you pick up and you take things out, and also you learn on from the touchlines that what these people are shouting, why they're shouting it, how to protect a referee. Referees can't protect themselves. They need someone on the back burner, as you say, behind the back, they need eyes in the back of the head, and we are the eyes. And we'll go out there and we'll approach the parents and the irate coaches as well, because there's a lot out there who are blaming the referees for all the mistakes that have gone in. I've seen some teams lose 10-0 and they hate those big score lines. We need to do away with them because that's not good for the kids. And they'll blame the referee for every single goal. Dear me, I've been coaching right the way through. I've been in grassroots football for over 40 years, so I know a thing or two about grassroots football. But I've taken it into perspective from the touchlines, on the field of play, off the field of play. I've talked to committee members who have been verbally abused by irate coaches, irate parents, and even the referees. So I know a thing or two. It's okay. Certain referees, the experienced referees who think that they can master everything and they know all about it, pick the ball up and cancel it. How many arguments have you been in? There's a way around things, referees, there really is. We don't want referees to be boxing with coaches or irate parents. We can all work things out together, and those parents will leave the referee alone to get on with their job if we're allowed to do it our way and don't cross the line. And we've been doing that since 2003, so we know what we're talking about. And we have a success rate, I assure you, because we were the forerunner for the FA Respect programme. Why were we the forerunner? Think about that, referees, please. Or certain referees, and managers, coaches. We want to work together with you, bring you together, and make sure that everyone are developing their skills together, because the kids want to improve themselves, the referees want to improve themselves, we all improve ourselves every single day. We learn right the way through life. We don't know everything, and it's always nice to be nice. Remember that one. I think I've gone overboard yet again, and why not? It's the Christmas period, so I hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope I've talked some sense, and I hope I'll continue to talk some sense, and we'll get together very, very soon indeed, as soon as next week, no doubt. So from myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme, have a great evening. We'll see you on New Year's Eve. Put your feet up, relax, most of all, please stay safe. Good night, God bless.